Hey everybody, Josh here with another round of trading with a killer trading system today. I have got part one of an awesome trading system. How's everybody doing? Hi Emil. Good, good. Awesome, good to hear, Clayton. Hi Lawrence, Larry, KD. Well, awesome. I want to start by asking you guys a question. How many people enjoyed last week's webinar? How many people were here from that? Hi, Danny. Oh, sorry guys. I gotta show my screen. I guess you want to see what's going on, huh? Good deal. Oh, you missed it. Sorry, Johnny. It's these webinars are being recorded and they are being posted to my Facebook and to YouTube, and you can find those on you can find the Facebook videos at facebook.com/Forex Profit Model. And also don't forget to visit forexprofitmodel.com/blog. That's my blog. And twitter.com/FX Profit Model. That's me. So just want to say hi again. Last week I mentioned that if you guys made a comment, we would pick the best two, and I didn't get any comments. I'm kind of disappointed. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to have something that will put money in your accounts, and that's why I'm doing this. I want you guys to succeed, and I wanna be here for you guys and show you guys how to do this and how to do it right, and I want you guys to be a part of that top 5%. I mean, there's a saying, 95% of traders lose their shirts. And I don't want you guys to be a part of that 95%. I want you guys to be a part of the top 5. And it's an awesome feeling once you've made that jump from being in the bottom portion, the rest of the world, so to speak. It's an awesome thing to be able to make that jump into the top 5%. You'll be a part of the elite, the elite top 5. You'll be counted among the hedge fund traders. You'll be counted among all the professional Wall Street guys. And we want that. We want to be able to take control of our future, and that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to be doing. So let's get started. As I mentioned, this is a big deal. Johnny, you're mentioning that you've been waiting for 2 years without success. We're going to change that. And I've got part one of a killer trend trading system, and I'm going to show you guys the ins and the outs of this whole thing. And you guys are going to be able to walk away knowing something that you may not have known before, or you're going to be able to see things that I'm doing that you can take home and open up your charts and apply this stuff today and tomorrow and for the rest of the week and into next week and next year and 10 years from now. This is stuff that is going to change your lives, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best information possible. Yeah, John, you said 1 year of constant losses is very degrading. One of the things that we come across, we can get a hold of something so great, and we know it's great, but we just, for some reason, one reason or another, we can't do it, and you keep trying and trying and trying and trying, and yes, Cassandra. you keep trying and trying and trying, and you just can't make it work. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm getting a comment here. Hang on a second. Let me check this, Gary. All right, let's get going. We are ready to rock. Well, we've got a couple of indicators here, and we're going to kind of piggyback off of last week when we talked about moving averages. This system, part one of this system, is going to be talking about the moving averages. Next week, we're going to get into some more advanced stuff and how to pinpoint an exact entry. And I'm going to show you guys how to do all this stuff. Thanks very much, Cassandra. This is a wild ride. This is awesome. Well, first we have a 100 period SMA. We're going to call that. We're going to make that red and apply it to the close. We're going to have a 100 period EMA, and these are different. And what we're looking for is those are our long-term moving averages. And we're looking for those to cross over, and they're very similar, but they're different. And you guys will see that when I show you on my charts. The next one is going to be 100 period EMA. We're going to make that blue and apply that to the close as well. And all these moving averages are all applied to the close. So next we'll have the 13 period EMA, lime green, and we'll make the 21 period, which is next. That's going to be a 21 period EMA. We're going to make that medium violet or purple or red, or we're gonna, we want it to be different from the others so it sticks out, and or magenta, something that's different from everything else, so we know what's what and we can see what's going on. Next, we're going to use a 5 period EMA applied to the close and a 6 period EMA applied to the close. Now, these moving averages are also very similar, but they're different enough that when we get a crossover of these, it's, we can look for a good entry signal. So those are going to be our entry cues. So here we have a chart of the euro pound on the 4-hour chart. This is an example of what we're looking for here. Okay, these red and blue arrows are the 5-6 crossover. So that's what's going to be our entry cue, okay? And what we have here is we have the red 100 period SMA, and then we have the blue 100 period EMA, okay? Now, the EMA reacts a little quicker to market changes than the SMA does. So when that happens and we get a crossover, that's our long-term direction. And the medium-term direction is going to be this magenta violet colored moving average is the 21, and then the green one is the 13. So, and as you can see, we've got the red and blue arrows signaling crossovers of the 5 and the 6. That's our short-term direction. And we want to capitalize on moves when the long-term moving averages are in sell, when the red is above the blue, okay? When the red is above the blue, we're in a downtrend. When the blue is above the red, we're in an uptrend. Now, when we're in a downtrend on the longer-term moving averages, we want the medium-term moving averages to be in a downtrend as well. And that means that the violet, magenta-colored moving average is above the green one. So green means buy, blue means buy, and red means sell, and magenta means sell. So it's very easy. When the red is above the blue, we're looking for long-term sells. When the magenta-colored one is above the green, we're looking for medium-term sells. And then when we have a red arrow, then we can pinpoint our entry. Is everything making sense so far, guys? Awesome. Good deal. So let's move on to our next one. Now, as I mentioned, there's a bit of interpretation here. So I'm going to tell you how to interpret all this stuff. Now, like I said, the long-term trend is determined by the crossover of the 100-period SMA, and that's going to be red, and the 100-period EMA, which is blue. And the medium-term trend is the crossover of the 13, lime green, and the 21, which is medium violet, red, purple, whatever you guys want to color it so that you can identify which is which. And then we have our entry trigger, or in this case, it's our entry trigger and it's our short-term trend direction. So when it's up, the up and down arrows are indicating the crossovers of the 5 and the 6 EMA. This is an awesome question. I am so glad somebody asked this. Mike, yes, like I said, these are this webinar is being recorded, and it's going to be posted to Facebook and YouTube. My next question here is what time frame does it operate on? You can use this on any time frame. You can use it on the 1 minute time frame. That's going to be a little short term, super short term. There's a lot of action down there. I prefer to stay away from that. But you can use it on the 5 minute, 15 minute, 31 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you guys want to do, whatever y'all are comfortable with. That's what's awesome about this trending system here. Okay, and remember, this is only part 1, so you definitely want to come back next week. This is another good question. How do I get the arrows for the 5 and the 6? You can do a Google search for MT4 EMA crossover, and that should pull up a whole ton of stuff. And you should be able to get alerts, something with an alert. You can find anything you want doing that. So definitely get on Google and find that out. I can also see if I can post the indicator as well. So that should help you guys out. Which is the best time frame for this indicator? The time frame is really up to you. Okay, this will work on any time frame. When you put everything together, it's going to form a very visual, easy to read window that you're looking for. When everything is up, you're only looking for buy trades. When everything is down, you're only looking for sell trades. So for buy trades, again, we're looking for the 100 SMA to cross above the red or the 100 EMA. That should be. I should have changed that in my PowerPoint. We'll have when the EMAs or when the 100 period SMA and the 100 period EMA change directions. That's our long-term signal. It's a long-term change in direction to the upside. So we need to be looking for overall long trades. The longer-term EMA and SMA will give you a window in which you should be looking for trades. Okay. Now, when the 13 period crosses above the 21, we're looking for, or we have a medium-term change in direction, and so when the 13 crosses above the 21, we have a medium-term change in direction to the upside. So then we need to really perk up, and so then we really need to perk up and pay attention that, okay, we're looking for, we've got two conditions met. We've got, longer term moving averages are up, the medium term moving averages are up. Now what do we need for our next criteria? We've got 3 criteria here. So the long term is up, the medium term is up. Now we need the short term to be up. Okay, and our trigger is going to be the 5 and the 6 EMA crossover, or the red and blue arrows. Okay, now the blue, there's a blue arrow that has to appear, for there to be a buy entry, and a red arrow has to appear for a sell entry. So as we discussed last week, we need the moving averages to cross over, and then for price to pull back, and then we need our entry trigger. Now for buy rules, a long-term trend has to go and buy. The 100 period EMA has to cross above the 100 period SMA. Okay. Now number 2, the medium term needs to go into a buy. The 13 period has to cross above the 21. Then we're going to be looking for the 5-6 to cross over to give us a buy entry. and we're looking for a blue arrow at that point. Okay, so if there's already a blue arrow, when all this stuff crosses over, we need price to pull back, okay, and we need a red arrow, then we need a blue arrow to give us our proper entry. Okay, if we don't wait, we can get stuck in buying at the top of a move before price pulls back, and we want to get in at the best possible entry. Now the trick to these moving averages is to only look for long trades when the long-term and the medium-term averages are in buy. Let me repeat that. The trick to these moving averages is to only look for trades when the long-term and the medium-term averages are saying buy or sell. Okay, so that means if the long-term disagrees with the medium-term, then we're not looking for a buy signal. Okay, we're going to wait. And when those two, the long-term and the medium-term are in buy, we're going to be looking for the short-term to go into buy. So then we need to buy. Okay, and if things are out of order, if things are not according to the rules, if things are not lining up, we need to wait. So here's a couple of examples of buy trades. Okay, now our first example. Okay, we've got our moving averages, our long-term moving averages cross over right here. Okay, now our medium-term moving averages cross over a lot sooner. But we need to wait. So we need to wait to buy before, we need to wait until the long-term moving averages are in buy before we start looking for buy trades. So what do? Well, we let price come up, okay, and then price comes back down. Okay, everything's a buy, so this sell is not a valid sell entry, okay? So we let price move down, okay, and as it does, it starts to form what we can draw a trend line across. We've got some tops here that we can draw a trend line across, and as you can see, price respected that trend line, okay? So we could very well have another push down, and these moving averages could cross over again to the downside, okay? So we just need to wait. Well, we break the trend line, we get a buy arrow right here, but our medium-term moving averages are not in order, okay? But we're definitely thinking that price is going to be moving up. We've come back down into the longer-term moving average. We found support, and we've had a nice push away. Okay, and we've got an entry trigger. So what do we need to do? Well, what we can do is draw a level of support across these tops to make absolutely sure that price is going to be moving up, and that's exactly what happens. We get a nice break above. We get on this candle, when it opens, it pushes down and touches a longer-term moving average and then breaks through support, or breaks through resistance rather. Okay, now at the point of that break, when that candle closes, we enter a buy trade. Okay, so we're in a long trade here, and what we do is we can get into the market and we can place a stop loss right under here. Okay, it's a nice tight stop. It's an awesome stop. And then we target 2 to 1. Okay, and that trade worked out very nicely. It easily hit our 2 to 1 target.